Hello students, we'll see the next points under the minor settlement. The 16th one, minor cannot be adjudicated as an insolvent. It's nothing but minor cannot be declared as an insolvent person. If he lost anything means also we cannot declare him as a insolvent person because of his inexperience, and we should protect the minor. Law should protect the minor, right? In that sense, he cannot be declared as an insolvent. Okay, minor cannot be declared as an insolvent. This is because he is incapable of contracting any debts. Okay, next one, minor cannot enter into a contract of partnership. As a minor has no capacity to enter into a contract, he cannot enter into a contract of partnership. Okay, cannot be a partner of a firm. Minor cannot be a partner of a firm. However, as per the section 30 of the Indian Contract Partnership Act, a minor can be admitted to the benefits of the partnership firm by an agreement executed through his guardian with the other partners. But he cannot be a partner of a person, but he can take the benefits of the particular partnership firm with his guardian or parents. When a minor is admitted to the benefits of a partnership, he will have a right to such a share of the property and profits of the firm has may be agreed upon, but he cannot participate in the management of the business, and he can inspect that or take the copies of books of accounts. Okay, he can take the only the benefits what he is agreed to take, and he cannot take the part in the management of the particular partnership firm, and he can inspect the books of accounts of the firm, but he cannot inspect the he has no right in respect of the books of other accounts. Okay, other than accounts, he can inspect only the accounts. He cannot see any other books of the particular partnership firm. He will not share the losses of the firm except when a liability to third parties has arisen. He cannot take part in the liabilities of the firm only in the case of when the liabilities come to the third parties, then he is liable to take the liability. Otherwise, he is not liable to take the liabilities. Okay, the minor is not personal liable for the debts of the firm. He is cannot liable for the debts of the firm. Only his share is partnership property will be liable, and that too up to his share in the partnership property. Of course, a minor may accept personal liable for the debt or obligation of the firm after attaining majority if he wishes to do so. After attaining the majority, he is ready to continue as a partner means, then he is liable for the liabilities of the firm. Okay, if he wishes to do so. Okay, so you cannot enter into a contract of partnership. Minor cannot enter into partnership. He cannot become the partnership, but he is liable. He is as per the agreement, he will right to such share of property and profits of the firm as may be agreed upon. If there is an agreement, he can take the profit or the benefits of the from the partnership firm, and he is not able to take any part in the management of the partnership firm, and he is not liable to take the any losses of the partnership. Okay, next one, minor has a shareholder. Since the membership of a joint stock company arises on the basis of a contract, a minor being incompetent to contract cannot apply for the shares of the company and be a shareholder or member of a company. He is incompetent to contract, so he cannot become a shareholder of a company or member of the company, or he cannot buy a shares of a company. In case the minor's name is registered in the register of the company as a member by mistakenly, if his name is entered into the register of members by mistakenly, the company can rescind is nothing but he have to cancel the transactions and remove his name from the register of members. The minor also can repudiate the transaction and get his name removed from the register. Either company or the minor itself have to remove his name from the register of the member. The minor also can repudiate the transaction and get his name removed from the register. If the transaction is neither resigned by the company nor repudiated by the minor during his minority, the minor may continue to enjoy the benefit of his shareholdings without being liable for the payment of calls on those shares. We have to company or the minor itself is the if if the transaction is neither is not resigned by the minor nor the reputed by the minor and company, means in that case he is continue to enjoy the benefit of the his shareholding without being liable for the payment. He is going to, if his name is not removed from the particular register of member, means he might continue to enjoy the benefit of the shareholding without being liable for the payment of call on those shares. He is not liable to pay the calls, but he is going to get the benefits of the, means he can receive the dividends on the shares. Okay, so the company have to remove his name from the register of members. Okay, this is about the minor as a shareholder. Okay, next last one, and is the important thing, that is minor liability for necessaries of life supplied to him. Necessaries of life supplied to him. Necessaries, under this there is one case law, that is Nash versus Inman. We'll see that in the next video. First we'll see the minus liability for necessaries of life supplied to him. Necessaries include things which are reasonably necessary for the minor. The necessary things is nothing but, for example, necessary things is nothing but the things which are needed to a particular person to lead a comfortable life, right? Okay, under this say, necessary includes things which are reasonably necessary for the minor at the time of sale and at the time of delivery, and it depends on position and financial status of the minor. The necessary of life is different from one person to another person and one time to another time. Okay, the necessary of life is reasonably necessary for the minor at the time of sale and delivery. Sale, and that particular thing should be necessary for a particular minor at the time of sale and at the time of the delivery, and it depends on position and financial status of a minor, not only the bread and cloth. Okay, usually we will tell necessary means only the bread and cloth. Under the minors agreement, necessary for the minor, it's not only the bread and cloth, it includes the all many other things which it is depends on the time of sale and delivery. At the time of sale and delivery, which are the things needed or which is necessary for the particular person, these are considered as necessary, and it's different from one person to another person. For example, for me only the bread and cloth may be the necessaries. For another person, the particular person is very rich person, means the car or any other watch or another coat, these are the necessary for that particular person, maybe, right? So necessary may be different from one person to another person and one time to another person. So as per the under the minus agreement, the necessary should be necessary thing at the time of sale and delivery. For example, in the rainy season, means what is the necessary thing? What's an umbrella is necessary thing for a particular minor, right? So at the time of sale and delivery should be a necessary. For example, winter means whether umbrella is necessary thing, no, right? So at the time of sale and delivery, that thing should be necessary, and it depends on the financial status and the position of a particular person. For example, a diabetic person means what is the position? His position is in a sick position, right? Particular minor is in a sick position, means what is the necessary? Tablets are necessary for a particular person, right? So it depends on the position and financial status and the time of selling and delivery of the particular things. This is about the necessary of life. Now see, minor's liability for necessaries of life applied to him. As per the Section 68 of the Indian Contract of 1872. Section 68, under Section 68, okay, of the Indian Contract Act of 1872. If a person supplies necessary for of life or renders necessary services to a minor or his dependents, or lends money to a minor to buy necessary of life to obtain necessary services for himself or his dependents, he is entitled to reimburse for the same out of the minor's property. See, under this, what the law says means, if any person who provides necessary for life particular person provides but necessary for life for a minor or the minor's dependents. For example, particular person minor and his dependents for his parents. Okay, if a person provides any necessaries to minor and his parents or dependents, in that case that particular person can reimburse the same out of the minor's property. For example, a person spends 1000 rupees for minor, or he renders some services for the minor, or he give money for the minor for purchasing of necessary things. Okay, 1000, he spent 1000 for minor and his dependents. Now that particular person who spends the money, who spend money, right, that person is eligible to take 1000 rupees from the property of the minor. Okay, he can reimburse the 1000 rupees from the property of the minor. This is the law relating to the necessary of the life. Necessary is nothing but minor is a sometimes the minor is a very small, means he is not in a position to take his necessaries, right? He has the property, everything, but he is not in a position or mentally is not that much strong to take the benefits of these properties and all. In that case, any another person, the third person who provides the necessaries for life, that for the minor and his dependents, or provides some money or provides some services, means that particular third person can reimburse that particular money from the property of the minor. Minor is liable for the necessaries of life supplied or necessary services rendered to him or his dependents, and he is also liable for loans taken by him to obtain necessaries of life or necessary services for himself and his dependents. Means he is liable for the necessaries of life. Minor is liable for the necessaries of life supplied to him. He have to repay that particular thing but from his property. And one more thing, the law has been made minor liable for necessary of life or necessary services supplied to him or his dependents intentionally, because if it were not so, it would be impossible for a minor to procure necessaries of life or necessary services for his living. It may be noted that no minor is liable for the necessaries of life or the necessary services provided to him or his dependents, but he is not personally liable for such necessaries. Only his property is liable for the same. For example, a person provides necessary for a particular minor, means that particular person can reimburse that particular thing what he spent for the minor from the property of the only from the property of the minor, not personally. He cannot take personally money from the particular minor. Okay, for example, he spent 1000 rupees, he can reimburse from the property by selling of property or by selling the any other things grown in the property. He can reimburse that money, but he cannot force a particular minor to give the money. Okay, money only the property is liable, or not the minor personal liable for the necessary supplied to him. Okay, that is about the minors, main things about the minors agreement. And one more, necessaries of life includes the following. Necessaries of life means includes the following things. See, necessary things supplied to a minor are regarded as necessaries. Necessary things supplied to a minor, it's already over. See, necessary things which are supplied to a minor regarded as the necessaries. Okay, means it depends different from one person to another person, and depends on the time to time. Okay, certain services provided or rendered to a minor are also regarded as the necessaries of life. Necessary things, the necessary means in the case maybe in the form of things or maybe in the form of the services. So necessary things supplied to a minor are regarded as the necessaries. Okay, maybe in the, for example, providing the umbrella in the case in the season of rainy season, right? It's a necessary, it's thing. Maybe in the things or in the services. For example, it's necessary to drop a particular minor to the college for the examination. It's just providing the services, right? Maybe necessary, maybe in the form of a thing or maybe in the form of the services. So the necessary of life included the education provided to a minor is a necessary service, or a training for a trade provided to a minor, medical assistance for a minor, or the marriage expenses of minor sisters, funeral expenses of the parents of the minor, expenses on the any cremation activities of the minor's parents. Okay, these are the things included in the services provided or rendered to a minor, also regarded as the necessary of life. Okay, the necessary things is nothing but a watch and a bicycle as regarded as the necessaries of life. uh, these are the necessaries for the life. Okay, this is about the my law relating to the minors agreement. Okay, go through with all the points, very important. Minors meaning and law relating to only 5 10 and 11 15 16 17 18 19 points are there. Under the 19th point, this is the important, you just take all the points in mind. They may ask separate questions for the necessaries of for the life applied to a minor. Okay, and one more case law is there under the 8 necessary of life applied to him, and that is Nash versus Inman. We'll see that particular case law in the next class. Okay, thank you.